Hi, welcome to the module 16. In this module, we discuss the how to use the Django framework using Python. Now, what is the Django? The Django is the web application framework using the Python programming language. What is the framework? The framework is the combination of packages and components. Now, here we discuss the front end and back end. Now, what are the tools or technologies are used to design your front end web application? Now, use the HTML. The HTML is used to design your front end page. Now, use the CSS to improve your design, and use the JavaScript. It is used to more interactive with the users. Now, what is the backend? Here, if you use the Python, you can use the Django as the backend. That is the Django is the framework. Now the Django follows the MVT architecture. M means model, V means view, T means template. Now what is the model means? Same as the your database table. The view is used to like it does something, that is to write your Python logic in the view. The template is used to write your front end design like JS, CSS, HTML. It handles the template, and the Django supports the DTL, that is the Django template language. Here the template language supports it handles all the front end design. The Django is used to handle all the back end design using the Python. Now here we discuss the programming way. Now first, how to install the Django. Now open the terminal. Here in this module I explain through the PyCharm editor. I will give you the material how to download and how to install the PyCharm in your system. Now first open the terminal. Here this is similar to your command prompt. Here I create first I install the Django. How? If any module installed by using pip command, pip install Django, and hit enter. I already installed the Django. Now after, here the Django contains the project contains the web apps. Now the Django contains project. The project contains multiple web apps. The web apps means web pages. Now how to create a project? Now how to create a project? Now use the Django -admin start project name. This is the syntax. Now here use the, if you want to check your Django currently version, you can use the Python space -m Django -version and hit enter. The currently used Django version is 3.1.5. Now create a Django project using the Django -admin. Here use the space start project. For example, I create a project name as event and hit enter. Here in the desktop, the project folder, your event package is created, that is the event directory. Here the event is your Django project. Now you can check. Here this is the event. The event is the root directory. Here the inner event is the one package. The package contains the modules. The modules contains the functions. Now expand the your event package. Now how to tell if the folder is the if event is the package or not. If any folder contains the underscore init, that is called as the package. Now expand the event. Here in this folder the underscore init underscore py is there, then it is called as a package. Here the all the Python files are modules. The Python files also called as the modules. This contains the functions. Now what is the ASGI? It is a gateway. It provides the services for you. And what is the settings.py? Here the settings.py is used to configuration of your project. For example, how to configure your application with databases, like how to configure the templates and how to configure the CSS files, like how to configure the your apps. Now double click on the settings.py. Here the file is opened. Now here you can check all the your project configurations are stored in the settings.py. Now the installed apps contains the your project apps. Here the middleware is the for authentication for security. Here root underscore URL config is used to, it provides the root URL configurations for your web application. Now what is the URL configuration means? For example, like your local system contains a 127.0.0.1. Now port number is 8080 for example. Here the login, like after login you go to the home page. Here this is the one URL. This is the URL configurations handled by root underscore URL config in the settings.py. For example, if you host the your website, for example .com is extended with the .com. After login into the your website, after go to the home page, after go to the product. These are the URLs handling. Now we discuss the later how to handle the URLs. Now the templates are the handles the all the templates like HTML, CSS and JavaScript, Bootstrap, Angular. Now here the databases are the like what are the databases you are used. It default like the Django gives to you default database as a SQLite 3. Here you can use the any SQL or NoSQL databases, like MongoDB is a NoSQL database. You can use the MongoDB, like the structure is different. You can use the instead of name you can give the host name and your database name and your port name, the database username and database port name. You can use the any databases like Oracle database, PostgreSQL. You can use the here PostgreSQL instead of SQLite 3. Here you can use the host name like your database name, username, password and port number. Now these are the configurations. Now here the static underscore URL, it handles the all the your static data, that is the .css files are stored into the one static folder. All the HTML files are stored into the template folder. Now first we created a like project. Now how to create a app. Now how to create a app by using, for example, Django like dash admin. Here start app name. Instead of project you can use the app name start app. Now create a one app. Here you can use the Django admin start app name. For example, app name is the registration. Here registration. Now hit enter. Here the project contains the registration. Here the project contains the registration. Here you can use your registration in anywhere. Like for convenience, I create the registration within the root directory, like under your package. Now how to create? You can use a cd space event. Here in the root directory event, I create the, for example, here the manage.py is the outside of event directory, like event package. Now I create the app like under the event, that is under the event package in the root directory is the event. Now we can check like Django minus admin start app registration and hit enter. Here you can check the registration is created under the event. The registration is the one package. Here that means the registration contains the underscore init underscore .py. Now this is the, here you can check, this is the registration. The registration contains the init.py. Here the migration is the sub package of your registration package. Now double click on the migrations. Here the migrations contains the init init.py. Now your structure is, for example, here the event is the your project. The project contains the, the project is the package. The package contains the different modules. Here the registration is the other package. You can use, you can place anywhere in your system. Here the migration is the sub package of your registration package. Here init admin.py, these are the modules in the registration package. When you can create your app, that is a registration. The Django defaultly it creates the one database for you, that is the okay. When you can use a SQL migrate, the database is created. Like you can use a registration, create a databases. You can use any app. You can use a multiple apps also. It works. Now, for example, I create another app here. For example, instead of registration, login, and hit enter. Here again, the login will be created for you. Here every app contains the package contains a sub package, the sub package contains the init underscore.py. Now we created one Django project and two apps, that is the registration and login. Now how to run your Django server? Now how to run Django server? You can use the Python space manage.py run server. Before going to the run server, we discuss what are the modules does. Here, for example, registration package. Here admin.py py is used to provide the admin functionalities. For example, like your app is registered to the your admin. Now the apps.py provides the your app configuration. For example, click on the apps.py. Here it provides the app configuration. Now models.py, here you create a your application model, that is the table in the your database. Here the tests.py is used to test the your registration app only. Here views.py is used to write the logic. Here the views.py is handles the both like templates and HTTP response and HTTP requests. Here finally the manage.py, it is the outside of your web apps and outside of your event project. Here the manage.py is the command line utility, then you can use the command line. Here it is used to like communicate with the your Django project. Now you can use a Python. Here where your manage.py, here in that project, in that event, the manage.py, here in that desktop like project event manage.py, you can manage.py in the event, then you can use a manage.py. Otherwise it displays the like the path is incorrect, it displays the no file such found. Now manage.py, use the run server. Now hit enter. Here manage.py. Now hit enter. Here the Django server is running. Here this is the URL http the 127.0.0.1 is the local host. It defaults run in the 8000 port. Now your Django application is run, that means your Django server is running successfully. Here this is the Django. Now if you want to enter the your own port, how? Here you can use the stop the server, Control C. Here after the run server, use the space. Here you want to enter the your port number. For example, I use the 8080 is the my own port number and hit enter. Your Django server is run in the local host with 8080 port number and click on the URL. Here the Django server is run in the 8080 port. Here you can use the 8000. What happens? For example, 127.8000. Click on the run. Here this site cannot be reached because the Django server is run in the 8080 port. Here now how to handle the HTTP like HTTP request and HTTP response. Now here open the your views.py in any app, like every app is the for example your web page. What is a website? Means collection of web pages are called as the website. Now in the registration open the your views.py. Here we discuss the render in the later. Now here create a your view here. Now first create a view. Now I create a one function def index. Here I pass the parameter as the request for handles the HTTP request. Now here I returns the one response. For example, hello, welcome to Python registration. This is the I return the one string. Now this is a normal return. Now I send the request to the server, like Django server, that is a web browser. How the web browser send the response to you? This is a normal return. Now you can use the HTTP, like HTTP response. Here you can pass the this syntax, like HTTP response, pass the your string. Now where is the HTTP response? Now import the HTTP response from Django.http. Import HTTP response. Then from that Django is the package, like Django is the package, HTTP is the module, the HTTP response is the one class. Now I send the request to the your browser. The browser send the response to you, that is the hello welcome to Python registration. Now run the server. Here click on the link. Now refresh. Here there is no statement is printed. Why? Here you are not specified the URL routing. That is the mistake. Now how to use the URL routing? Here the URL configurations are handled by your main project, that is the event. Event contains the one urls.py. It handles the all the URLs routing. Now double click on that. Here the default, this is the admin. Like admin means here you can after enter the admin. Here like I will discuss later what happens, I know. Now here you can use the like already import the path. Here you can specify the path for your response. For example, like registration. Here in that registration you can pass the, for example, the path parameters are 4 parameters. Here you specify the path per your request. The path contains the 4 parameters. The 2 parameters are required and 2 optional. Now the 2 parameters are, first one is the root, the second one is the like your view file, the third one is the name, and the last one is the keyword arguments. Like the what is the root and what tells to the root. The root is the string. You can provide the string, like here this is the root. Here you can provide the string that contains the URL pattern. For example, how like 127.0.0.0 like 0.1 like colon 8080 after slash your registration as entered, your registration page is open. That is the URL path. Like that is a URL pattern when processing the one request. The request is the index request, like to send the request to the browser send the response to you. Like the Django starts the first pattern in the URL pattern and moves it to the way down in the list. That means the URL patterns contains the lot of path, because one web page contains the different pages. For example, registration is the one page, login is the one page, home page, and for example Amazon contains product is the one page, like item cart is the one page, login is the one page, logout is the one page, your orders is the one page. Like these are the path, that is the URL path. We can provide all the URL paths, like all the URL path in the URL pattern in your where your package, like your package contains the urls.py. Now the second parameter is the your, like in that views your view name. Here how to handles the view name, like in the urls.py. Here first import the from, like where your like views.py is there. Here in that registration package the views.py is the module. Then from registration, like from that package import your your module, that is the like views is the like module. The views contains the one function, that is index. Here views contains the method is index. Now the third argument is optional, you can skip it. For example, I pass the index. Now finally use the comma. Now this is the URL configurations in the your main package, that is the your Django project package is the event. The event contains the urls.py. Now start again your server. Like Control C, clear the command. Now I again start the server with 8080 port number. Now the server is running successfully. Here this is the main page. Now what is the your path? Here your path is the registration after the 8080. Here you can use the slash like registration. Okay, yeah, okay, wait. Here registration, use the slash and again save your file. Then again automatically the Django runs the server. Now use the registration slash. Here hello welcome to Python registration. Here you can use the end of the your URL. For example, this is the one URL. Here you can check, for example, after the registration, for example, home page. Like after the registration it automatically go to the home page in the websites. Now hit enter. Here there is no home page. Then it returns a page not found. Then remove the home page and hit enter. Hello welcome to Python registration. Here this is the like response. You can also handles the HTML tags in the views.py. We discuss the later. For here, like here one problem. What? For example, you have a 100 apps in the project. For example, here only 2 apps. One is the login, another one is the registration. Here you have 1000 apps in the project. For example, in that event project we are using the login is the one app and registration is the one app. Now you have a lot of apps. Now you can handle the every page contains the number of paths. Like registration is the one path, login, log out, like your orders, events, like based on the your website, the every page contains the lot of paths. Then every app contains the, like for example, 40 or 50, for example 40 or 50 URLs, that is your path. Here for example login contains a 40 and registration contains a 40. Now all the 80 paths are placed into the your main event package contains the urls.py. Now this is the confusion with the where and what urls are you can using, then it is a confusion. You can use the multiple apps, you can definitely confusion. Now what happens here, you can create a separate urls.py for a particular app. For example, here the registration, we can create the one.py file. Here right click on any one of the file, click on the new Python file. Here I create the urls.py for registration, and also I create the urls.py for your login. Here now instead of using the all the apps URL to place into the main event urls.py, for example your login contains the 40 apps, you cannot use the all the 40 paths to your urls.py. Instead of, you can place the all the your app urls paths into the your urls.py. Like for example the login contains the 50 urls, like all the 50 urls are placed into the your urls.py, that is your only urls.py handles the your login app. Then you can finally add the your login app into the your url. Now how? Here I explain through. Here I already done with the registration. Here registration contains the urls.py. Here before we are using the your main urls.py, that is the event dot, like in the events the urls.py. Here in that registration you can use a from Django dot urls import path. Now here you can create the URL patterns. Here the pattern is the list. Here you can path the here you can mention the path instead of in the main urls.py. Here path, like in the this is the urls.py, that is the your registration contains urls.py. Here where your view is defined in the views.py. Now how to import the your views module in the urls.py, because the urls.py handles the your views.py. Now from you can use a dot, that is the current directory, that means same directory where your urls.py file is presented in the where, like what path. Here for example the registration contains the urls and views are same path, that means from that, like from dot means from current path, like from registration import your views, that is the importing. Now like in the previous thing we are using the your event urls. Here use the from registration import the views, instead of you can directly import the here from dot, that means current directory, like from registration import views. Here you can handle the your data. For example this is the for example home page. You can also registration, here also it works. Now here for convenience you can use a registration. Here registration same as that in the previous. Here the second parameter is the your views dot your view name, that is the index. Here the third optional parameter is the name, that is I pass the index as the name. Now finally ended with the comma. Here this means your all app urls are placed into the your app only, like that your app urls.py only. finally you can add the your app to your main urls.py. Now how? Here, instead of using this and this, now I am directly add the my registration app to the main urls.py. Here the registration contains the 1000 urls, and I am only add the one url in the your main url, that is the path. Here use the like registration is the my app name. Here you can use anything here. After you can use the here include here include contains, you can pass the like where the registration dot urls, that is the in that registration urls.py. now include the all the urls in the your registration dot urls, like your urls dot py contains any number of paths, like path does not matter. Here it directly add the your app, the app contains the lot of urls. Otherwise you can use the manually enter the all the urls and all the apps urls in the your main urls.py. instead of you can use the directly your app, the app contains the all the urls, like all the urls belongs to the only particular app. Now finally comma. Now here there is no include. After path, the include is the Django package contains the urls module. Now save your file. Now refresh the your page. Here you can use the like registration. Okay, registration no wait, here okay, name equal to index. Yeah, here your registration urls contains your views dot, yeah, here you can use the slash. Now control yes, your server is running. Now here you can pass the registration. Like what happens, close all the browser data. Here the urls.py in the main. Here include the your okay, here your registration is the your url include the all the your registration dot urls, that is fine. Here include okay. Here path you can specify. Here registration, I think it is a problem. Views dot index, here views contains the one index is the like okay, control s. Here open that. Here now you can pass like registration. Now that is a problem. Here hello welcome to Python registration. Now you can specify the path. Now here you can also, for example, I think it is working. For example, I pass the ind here. Here after that in that registration, here ind, yeah, it is working. This is the path you can given in the URLs routing. That means in that registration URLs it takes the IND path. That is this is the one URL. Now you can also use the HTML tags in the your views.py. Here where is your views.py? Here this is the views.py. Here you can also, for example, like h1, I use the h1, like h1. Now save again. Now open. Here in the registration after use the IND. Here this is the your h1 tag. It displays the like bold data. Now after how to create a models in Python. The model is like a your database table. For example, I create the models for the registration. Now opens the models.py. Here create a your model here. That means your database table field. That is the structure of your database. For example, here you can use a class. Like I use the registration as the one class. Here you can pass the parameter as the models.model. After you can use the what are the database, like what are the database fields are needed. For example, registration username. Here you can use the username. Here you can use the models object dot. Here use the char field. The char field is used to enter the characters in the your text field. This is a model, not a form. Now here pass the parameters like maximum length. Here I enter the maximum length. And email. Here you can use the models dot. Email is the one field. Here you can use the like password. Here you can use the models object dot, like use the char field. Here you can specify max length equal to, for example, password length is maximum 30. Here you can also use the gender. Here you can use the boolean field. Boolean field. The boolean field, like boolean data is the true or false. Like true means male, or false means female. Here after you can also use the date, like models dot date field. Now these are the some fields. Now this is the same as the your database table. Now save your file. Now stop the your server. Now here you can use the two things. Here you can use the migrate and migrations. First apply the, like before going to the model creation you can apply the migrate. Now how to apply the migrate? Python space manage.py. Here you can specify the where your manage.py. Here the event folder contains the manage.py. Manage.py. Here you can use the migrate, like migrate, and hit enter. Here it migrates the all the apps in your installed apps in the settings.py. Here go to the settings.py. Here apps, these are the migrated by migrate command. Like The migrate command looks at the first installed apps in the settings.py and create the necessary database tables according to the your database settings.py. That is the migrate. Now you have a one app. Now we working with the first registration. Now how to add the registration in installed apps. Now go to the your like where apps.py. Here you can use your class name, copy. Here go to the your like settings.py. In the main, now it is a main package. Here you can specify where your like the apps contains the registration config, where your registration config. That means in that registration package apps module contains the registration config. Now specify the path. Now your registration contains dot where your apps dot your registration config, and finally use the comma, control S. Now after you can use the another command python space manage.py. You can use the make migrations. Here make migrations along with the your app name registration, like registration, and hit enter. Now what is the make migration is do, like it telling the Django that you have made some changes, like before we are not create the model, like after we create the some model. That means some changes in the before and after, like it tells to the your like your model the some changes are happened. Now you can changes to be stored as the migrations, like migrations are how Django stores the changes to your model. That is the important, like that is important. Now what is the migrate? The migrate is used to apply the those changes in the your database. That is the difference between the make migrations and migrate. Now you can also apply the migrate here if there is any changes, like migrate. Here only one change, that is your table was defined, that is your model. Now your model is created, that is similar to the your SQL. Here you can see 000 underscore initial. This is the one file that is here 0001 underscore initial.py is created in the your migrations in the registration package. Migration is the sub package. Now go to that. Here in that migration, here 0001 underscore initial.py is the, now check, this is the your like your table data. Now you can use the SQL migrate. Why you can use the SQL migrate? This command takes the migration name. Here this is the migration, this is the name. It takes the migration name, that is the registration. The registration is the your model name. The model contains the these fields. Now the SQL migrate takes the your migration name and it returns the your model fields into the SQL fields. Now how? Here clear all the data here. Now python space like manage.py SQL migrate. Here you can use the your app name registration. Here what is the your file name, that is the your name and your where your model fields. This is the 0001 underscore initial. You can directly use the 0001 and hit enter. Here SQL migration is done. It creates the one table for you, that is the registration and underscore registration. Here it returns the default as the one field, that is the ID field, and the username, this is the uname, this is the one field. And here you can check the ID is the models contains auto field. Here auto created true, primary key true, that means your ID does not change and does not same here. Now the second field is the email. Here this is the email as the your second field in the your database table. Here password and gender and date. Now here you have a one model, you have a like similar to the one database table. Now how to manage the your admin? Now here you can use the one command, that is the create super user. How? Python manage.py create super user. Now here it asks the username. I already created with the my name. Here you can enter any name. For example, I use the hello is the username. You can enter your name and your email address and your unique password. Now here email. For example, I enter the like email. You can enter the your email address. Here you can enter the password. The password is hide. Like, and I enter the password. After entering, hit enter. It again asks the password. If the both passwords are matching, it returns the message like super user created successfully. Otherwise you can again enter the password and password again. Now I created the one super user. The super user is called as the our admin. Now how to create, like how to run the admin? Before we run the main package urls.py, here admin, we run the admin. Here it returns the error. Why? We are not create a admin. Now here we can run the our server python space manage.py run server 8080 run server 8080. Now click on the link. Here you can use the admin. Now it asks the Django administration. Now here you can enter the your username, for example hello. Your password is your created in the your user prompt. Now login. Now after login, welcome to your name, like visit site, you can change the your password also, you can log out also. Here the Django provides the default site authentication, that is the groups or users. Here you are the one user. Now we have the one model. How to add the model into your Django administration? Like the Django administration is the backend, like all the tables are stored in the Django administrations, like processing the backend database processing. Now go to the your app, that is the registration contains the admin.py. Here you can register your models here. Now you can use admin.site.register. Here you can register. Now you can register the your model. Now where your model, like from current directory import models. Now you can use the models is the module the models contains the like registration is the one class. Now control yes, that means like you can register the your models contains the registration is the one class. To register the your model into admin site. Now go to the link. Now admin, here your registrations are here attached, like your registrations are stored in the Django admin. Here there is no registration data. Now you can use the forms in the front end. You can enter the data. After submitting, your data will be stored into the your backend registration table. You can write the logic for that. Like I am not explaining that logic. You can, if you want to the Django developer using Python, you can go through the Django documentation in the online. I prefer and I recommend it to you. You can, if you want to a Django developer, go to the Django documentation. You have a key skills. Now here the registration is the one table. Here you can like admin manually add the database users, like database table records. Here add, here this is the username, like this is the email address, like this is the password. Here this is the like this is the password and this is the gender. You can use the date field also. Now this is the static way. Now how to add the some records to our registration in the admin site. Now control C, clear the your screen. Here you can use the Python space manage.py. You can use the shell. It returns the one shell for you. This is the IPython, interactive Python. Now here you can enter the data through your model. How? Where your model, like from registration in that model, like models, that means in the registration package the models is the one module. From that import your model name, that is the registration, and hit enter. Now what is the statement? I explain again. Here registration is the your package name. Here the registration is the your package. The package contains the modules. Here the models is the one module. Now here the registration dot models module. From that import the your registration in the your models module. Now here you can use the your model. Here registration dot objects dot all. Here it returns the any objects in the your registration table, that is any records in the your registration tables. Now hit enter. Here it returns the query set. There is no, like it is an empty set. Now how to add some data through dynamic. For example, like registration is the your model name, registration dot, for example registration of. Here you can pass what are the your field names. Here first is the username. Here I pass the, for example, Chintu as the username. Now email, I enter the, for example, email as the python 123, like python@123.com. Now this is the email. After password, your fields matched with the your model fields. The password is, for example, enter the hello@123. Now you can enter the gender. Here you can pass boolean data, that is a true or false. Here you can pass the date. Here the date format is y, like first starts with the year, month and date, like 20, 21, 01 is the month, the date is the 27. Now after, all data will be stored into the one variable. You can store the all the data into one variable, for example q. Now hit enter. Here the gender is not matched as the field name. Here gender. Here hit enter. Here q contains the your registration object. Now you can check q, like first you can use the save, then your registration object is saved. Now you can check your registration dot objects dot all. Here it returns the query set along with the one object. Here registration object 1. Now you can check the your admin if the your record is added or not. Here in that project where your manage.py file is in the event, then cd space event. Now use the python manage.py. now run server along with the your own port number. Now click on the run. Use the admin site. Here this is the registration is the your table name. Here the registration object is the one object. Now click on the registration object. Here this is the your data. The username contains the Chintu. The password, like your email contains the your entered email. Your password is the your password, and the gender is clicked, like checked automatically when you can use that, like true. The date is the your entered date. Now this is the way to enter the data into your database table. You can also use the form submission. The Django automatically handles the form submission. How the Django administration site do. Now we discuss the like some front end techniques. These are the all the back end work. Like if you have a, like if you want to the Django developer, you can go through the mostly in backend framework. The front end frameworks are like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, Angular, JavaScript, REST API is the most popular in nowadays. Now you can close all things. Now here how to use the some HTML data. Now first, in that registration, like every app contains the different styles, every app contains the different pages. Now here I create the one folder, that is a directory, that is the templates. In that templates you can create the HTML files. Now HTML file, here for example home.html. here home.html. now here home.html. now go to the your wish.py. it handles the both responses and your HTML requests data. Now instead of you can use the HTTP response, you can use the render. The render is used to render the your HTML page. Like the render contains the parameters. First one is the request, and the second one is the your HTML data, that is the like home dot HTML. The third one is the dictionary. This is the context variable. The dictionary contains the like column and like key and value, key and value. Here for example pass the like name. Here for example pass the Chintu. Here this is the dynamic way. Now all the web page format is same, your data is changed. Now return render. Now this is the return the render with the some HTML page. Now how to handle the your name? Now go to the your HTML page. Here the key is the name. Using that name, here hello someone. Here this is the DTL language, like Django template language. Here you can use the key, that is the name. Hello someone, welcome to registration. You can also any HTML data here also. You know the how to use the DTL in the front end, that is the efficient in the Django developer. Here close the HTML. Okay, sorry. Here now save your file. Now run the your server, like manage.py in the your event folder. Now you can use the python space manage.py run server, your port number 8080. Now click on the run. Here there is no data. Now you can use the registration. After you can use the IND. Here hello Chintu, this is the name. Welcome to the registration. Here instead of like your home page contains the empty data, like file not found, like you can use the instead of that, here in that urls.py you can pass the empty string here. Okay, like what is the error means, here your registration, like your registrations package contains the one urls.py. Here you can use a IND, then that is the problem. Now go to the URL. Here hello Chintu, welcome to the registration. You can work on that after. I will put it, like I will put in the comment. Here you can go through the, like you can go through in the your practicing work. Here in the like now I am working with the here empty URL. You can work with the URLs. You can know what happening and what is the URLs configuration. Here urls.py. Here I already put in the comments. Okay, here I put into the comments. Here you can use the empty data, that means it will automatically opens the your home page. Now you can check that. Here it automatically opens the home page. Now how to add some like how to improve the design. For example, in the home.html, here this is the home.html. I create the another HTML file in the registration templates. Here I create the another HTML. You can use the CSS same as the template. You can create the one static folder. In the static folder you can use the .css. Here I create the another like base.html. Here I create the like all the base pages are same. I use the like bg color, for example green. Here I use the block content, like the green is a like background color of your body contains like your page contains the block of data. Then you can use the like percentage block content, close the percentage. This is the DTL language. You can go through the like Django documentation. You can easily got the how to write the like DTL language in the HTML pages. That is the main thing. You can manually work with the backend as the Django. How we work with that. Now the block contains any data and any length data is not problem. Now the block is open. Now close the block, that is the use end block. Here ended with the percentage. Now control S. Now this is the one HTML file. The home is the one HTML file. Here the bg color is only applies the only base.html. Now how to include the base.html in home.html. Now here you can use anywhere before the HTML. You can use the percentage, like this is the DTL language. You can, like if you provide your website is a dynamic, you can go through the DTL language like extend HTML, that is the base.html and close with the percentage. Now control yes. Now here error extend register or load this tag. Register or load this tag. Yeah, you can use the block content. Here percentage block, like this is the block of content in the your page. Block content percentage closes. Here you can use the percentage end block and percentage close. Now control S. You can check if there is any error in the your extend or extend base.html contains the block content and end block. Now we can check. Here I think extends. Here extends, control S again. Here extends. Here hello Chintu, welcome to registration. You can also add the one image in the background same as your CSS and HTML is do. Now this is the DTL language. This is the like DTL means Django template language. For example, I create a one form, like one registration form. for example form action, like I use the action equal to add, like add a registration here. Now enter your name here, use the input tag same as your HTML here, text like name equal to here name, this is the name. Now close the your input and use the break. Now enter email here, use the colon, input type equal to email and name equal to, for example, email. Now like use the BR. Now enter like mobile number input, for example type equal to, like for example text name equal to, for example here mobile. Here you can use the break. Now you can also use the enter password. Here you can use the input type equal to password and you can use the name here pwd, like pwd. Here you can use the br. Now finally input type equal to submit the your form, submit the form, like value equal to submit. Now this is the one form. Now you can open the your file here, this is the one form. Here enter your name, enter email, enter mobile number, enter password and finally submit. Now here there is no add path. Now you can create the your add path. Now go to the views.py. Here defines the your add. Here you can pass the requests, like requests. Here I can use a simply return render. After submitting you have, like the server sends the response to you, data submitted successfully. Now how? Here the first parameter is the requests and the second parameter is the, like I use the results.html. now finally pass the context. The context contains the like results. Here you can pass the data submitted successfully. Now here how to add to the URL. Here before we did with the index same as add. Here go through the registration URLs. Here same as path. Here you can specify the add here. Here you can views dot add. Here you can specify the name equal to add. Now finally comma, here save. Now here there is no results.html. now click on the new HTML file. Here results.html. Now here in this body, now like we check that like status. Here you can also any JavaScript, any like based on the your design you can write the your code. Now here status, here I use the DTL language, that is the like here the views.py contains the results. Here the data submitted successfully message is displayed. Here go to the results.html. Here you can pass the results. Here your data is submitted successfully. That message is displayed in the verb, that is a send the response. Now what is the difference between the HTTP response and render? The HTTP response, like you can send the request to the web browser. The web browser send the response to you. The render is used to, like if you send the request to the your web browser, the render renders the another HTML to you. Like you can go to the another HTML page after rendering. Then you can use the one HTML. After request is completed, you can go to the result.html. In that page you can use a, for example I can use the DTL language. You can use anything based on your design, your requirement. Now save. Now go to the your URL. Here add, for example name is the hello, enter email python @12345. For example enter any mobile number. For example here this is a mobile number. For example you enter any mobile number. For example enter the password. Here enter the password and click on the submitted. Here status is data is submitted successfully. Here you can use the like your base.html similar to the your results.html. You can also here use the DTL language extends, use the like your base.html. now ended with the percentage. Now here you can also use h1 data, boolean data, italic data. This is the italic data. Now you can save your file. Here Ctrl+C, you can freshly run your server with 8080 port. Here open the your server. Here enter the your name. For example hello, enter the your email ID python @123. Here enter any mobile number. For example 77, for example a number. Here enter the password. For example here enter any password and click on the submit. Here what happens, add. I think your data is not in the block, that is a problem. Here the data is not in the block of content. Here you can use percentage block content. Here is the percentage. Here end the your block. Here percentage end block. Here percentage use close the your end block. Now save your data again and run your server. Now the username is for example Chintu. Enter email ID is for example python @1234. The mobile number is for example any mobile number. Your password is you can enter any password and hit on submit or click on the submit. Here your data is submitted successfully. Here you can also use the italic with h1 data. Here it prints the head data h1 type data. Here go to your browser and refresh. Here your data submitted successfully. Here after submitting, if you want to submit your data into your SQL table, you can write your logic your own way. You can go through the Django documentation. I will provide the link to go through the Django documentation. You got the excellent knowledge on the Django. The Django is the currently main Python backend framework. Here I think the first framework is the Express.js using the Node.js using the JavaScript. The Node.js is the one programming language, uses the Express.js. I think after the Python frameworks are Django is the most popular. You can go through that, you can learn and you can develop your skills. Now thank you for taking the time. Good luck.